welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you for being here. Rudy, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight with us.
Thanks for having me, man. Always a pleasure.
How you doing, my friend? How's been your weekend collecting since it's only Tuesday?
It's awesome, man. My wife is about to kill me. It's like I got 4 packages back to back to back. I was at least hoping that they'd come in together.
That's
but
why
it's
I asked.
one day, and then I've got 2 coming from you tomorrow, and I'm like, oh no.
That's why I asked. I know you're getting bombarded with stuff.
Yeah,
guys, this is what happens when you're the CEO of 108 Toys. Like, you're never ending getting packages. So welcome, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, guys, very quickly, I'm gonna try to have at least, hopefully it works. And Rudy, I forgot to ask you, but backstage. But anyway, a watch party for the Acolyte. So I started a little bit earlier just so we could end on time, so we could watch it. So what I'm doing is, since I could pull up the Disney Plus app on StreamYard, the only thing is I don't know if you guys are gonna get sound, but obviously if you want to watch it on your TV and just hang out with us in the stream, you can. So whoever wants to stay after, just let me know. Message me on Messenger, Instagram. I'll send you the link, and we could all watch it backstage and hang out. But let's say hello to the chat real quickly before we get started. Let's see who's here tonight. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. You can't spell oh no without hono or coño. This guy, unbelievable. Let's see who else is in the house. We got Babo. Babo, welcome.
How you doing?
And then he says, who's watching the Echo? I am. Rudy, are you watching? Are you excited? Or you say only Marvel for you?
No. I want to watch, man. I want to watch Cocaine Wookie murdering people. You know? Come on, that's the goal. And what is it? I saw the trailer. There's a new lightsaber, a whip.
The whip. Yeah.
We'll see how that pans out.
I can't wait till Hot Toys makes it. You know what it's going to be made out of? Black Widow's weapon that moves around and an LED strip. Can you imagine? Oh
man,
that'd be great. We got Nefty in the house. How are you, my friend?
Nefty,
I messaged you. I got your call, your phone call. I missed it. I was working, and then I texted you back, and you never responded. So, check your phone once in a while. We got Michael in the house. Welcome. How are you? Michael says, I'll be watching the Acolyte. It won't be. Well,
we won't be here either.
Yeah. Guess what, Michael? Guess what? Yeah, this for you. Where is it? There you go.
How dare you?
What do you mean you're not going to be here? It starts at 9:00. It's 7:36. Where are you going,
man?
Yeah, where are you going?
Snacks.
He's got to get what?
Drinks. You got to get snacks. You got to get drinks.
No.
No.
Nothing. We got the Thor in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Thank you for being here. Welcome. Oh my God. Wait.
Yay.
Wait. What is today my birthday? I'm confused. Wait, the collector is in here. This is a glitch. Hold on, guys. I gotta make sure my connection's good, because this gotta be a glitch. This has to be a glitch. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. How are you? Look at you. When was the last time, guys? When was the last time you guys saw the collector in here? Besides 2 years ago. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. We got Gilbert Harmon in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? We got Punisher in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got 03 Mills in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in the house. Let's this guy, unbelievable. We got Giovan in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. We got Josue in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who else is in here. We got Babo says the releases have been fast and furious. Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Buddy. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here as always. Welcome, welcome. It starts at 8 p.m. my time. That's an hour and a half from now. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you're in the middle, I understand. Welcome. Look at you. My God. See what's happening? See what's happening? Figment in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Thank you for being here. Placed my first order with Topher Kiddo's great customer service and fast delivery. Was really impressed. I hope you use the coupon code. And I told you guys they may be pricey because they're a retailer, not a reseller, right? So he prices according to whatever the demand is over there locally in Hong Kong. And he ships within 3 business days, packages it very well, and literally within 10 to 12 days, the figure is already here for free. He has free shipping, and he has UPS. UPS is $70, and obviously the free shipping. So I get free shipping all the time. I've gotten the UPS, gets here in 2 days. I mean, obviously, you know, it's worth the $70. Obviously, that's up to you. But great service. Any problems? I lost a package already. It got lost. It came all the way to customs in New York, completely disappeared. And he waited 30 days to make sure that the package was completely lost. After 30 days, he shipped me the new one. Came in, no problem. So I am so happy that I met him. I'm so happy that I'm working with them because I have no complaints whatsoever. And again, yes, they could be pricey with certain things, certain items. For example, the one that was a big deal, and I noticed, and I forget, I think either Chris or Anthony from the group chat brought up the fact that markup on that deluxe Spider-Man, the new blue suit, was crazy stupid. It was something like he still has it up for $520, I believe, for the deluxe. Like, where are you going with that? Again, maybe it could be a hot seller in Hong Kong at the moment. Who knows? But it's super expensive over there. Let's see. Uncarded, welcome. Welcome back. Nice to see you. We got Paul in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome. Guys, there's 23 of you guys in it. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. To stream better be this guy. Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Actually, we're gonna pull up an in-art sculpt that just dropped. So we can talk about that one.
An in-art sculpt. Is it the 3D rendering that we're looking for? We got Joe in the house. How are you, my friend? Doing? Welcome. Ads before the stream. We got Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Welcome. I used to work at JFK. Can confirm items go missing. Well, if it went missing because the tracking completely stopped updating for, it's been over a month now, over 2 months now. And yeah. So
somebody opened that up to do the customs check.
Oh,
saw what it was, and they said, "Oh, this thing is beautiful," and
absolutely. Let me give it to my son. Absolutely. I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, somebody opened that for the check because it was coming from Hong Kong. They're like, "What the hell is this?" They saw it. They're like, "Oh, this is nice. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it." All right, guys. So let's get started. So first and foremost, we're gonna go back a little bit because Rudy. Since he's been MIA for a while, for I think a week, right?
Just a week. I was here last Tuesday.
Yeah, he was out for a week. So we're gonna start off with his opinion and his take on this guy. The reason why I'm asking him about this is because I want to know how he feels about it. He's very big, first with Marvel, right? Then with DC, and then with everything else. So I want to know, Rudy, how you feel about this announcement. What do you think about the suit, right? We've gotten the suit before. Obviously, as you can see, it's completely differently tailored. I don't know if you remember, but I pointed out that the original figure came with black shoes. Now these are like really fancy, nice looking brown shoes. How do you feel about this compared to this? Do you think it's necessary? Yes, they're both different. And are you getting both?
So the answer is I'm not getting both. I didn't order the other one, right? So that's the first thing. Is it necessary? I don't know. I've thought about this one a while because when it came out, I had the reaction that I think a lot of people, which is why are they going back to the well, right? Why are they doing this again? And then I started appreciating. I think the updates they did to the suit is pretty
Yes.
incredible, right? To the bat suit.
Yes.
But I agree with a lot of the sentiment that you had what was it, the DX19 had just come out like a year ago, right? Everybody was hyping that one up. So it's like, here we go again.
The
How many
DX19
iterations?
hasn't even, the slap in the face is that the DX19 hasn't even been out a year. That's a slap in the
Right.
face. Yeah.
Right. And that was like at the time. And look, what was the other one that we got from the Dark Knight Rises? That was like the DX. It was one of the earlier ones.
Not the O2.
No.
It was a
The
DX
O2
10 or DX08 or something.
DX10, the DX10
yeah.
and the DX08. I remember when that one was released and it was already hyped up as being better undersuit and everything. So they've continued to progress it, but you had kind of a nice gap between them. So look, if you just got the DX19, I feel like this is kind of one of those things where you're just scratching your head. You're just like, I just paid all that money for that one, and now they're releasing a new one that
Right.
looks a little bit better, right? And it does. Like they improved the suit
A
dramatically.
little bit better, a lot better.
It's a lot.
You know,
It's a lot.
and you know what's crazy? This is what bothers me the most about this whole thing. Number one is, like we just talked about, the fact that the DX19 was just out. Number two, the DX box, the DX product has always been the best, right? So
Right.
they'll do MMS this, and then boom, your DX has always been the best final product and the last product of any figure that's made, right? We always wait, at least I always waited for the DX, or when the DX was announced, that's when you knew that you were getting the best figure out of every
Right.
single Batman, every single Superman, every single anything, right? That was priorly made. You knew that the DX was going to be, come with everything possible, the best base, the best accessories, the best packaging, the best features. So they always waited for the DX to give you everything that they could have been working on behind the scenes. Sold you the figure prior, and then boom, here's the entire
Right.
package. So after getting the DX19, it's even more a slap in the face because, again, the DX19 is supposed to be the best of the best, the best final product. And now we're getting a brand new one, more expensive, obviously way better. But
Right.
it's like, what was the point of the DX then? You should have made these a DX whatever. Should have
Right.
made a DX
But
Go ahead.
that's the thing though, right? And when you remember the original DX releases, right? Like the DX01 was what the Joker, the first Joker. It was the 2-pack, remember? Came with the police officer Joker, and then it came with the straight one, and you got all those accessories.
Yeah.
And the only thing you had to buy was a second body to build that police officer one. I got one. It was amazing. Then you got the Dark Knight version, right? Which is amazing with all the add-ons. He came with the pack. Remember from the scene in Hong Kong where he jumps off the building? It's a great set. Then you got what? The Joker. Then you got
Right, with the night vision eyes or whatever. Yeah.
right. And then you got
The sonar eyes.
the sonar eyes. But then you also got the Joker, the Jack Nicholson Joker that came with a ton of accessories.
Right.
You got the first 2-pack DX Star Wars Luke that was 2 whole figures with that massive diorama piece. You got the Jack Sparrow. So as you started going through all the DXs, they really were amazing sets to begin with.
Right.
And then they went on that hold. Remember, we didn't see a DX for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started coming out again. So I feel like that pedigree that the DX had, it was always like, yeah, DX is going to be premium and one of the best products you can get. But lately, like take a look at what the Loki,
the Ahsoka too. The Ahsoka,
right.
That Ahsoka didn't feel like a DX at all.
Right. And the Loki that's coming out, is that really a DX? I mean, it's priced the same as actually some or less than some of the other regular MMS figures.
Right.
So I'm not quite seeing what the delineation is that makes it a DX, other than there was a DX Artisan, so they decided to make it a DX. So I don't know that it holds the same weight that it used to, right? Because when, like you said, when we used to get a DX, there was an excitement there. The packaging was going to be awesome. You were going to get a lot of accessories that you wouldn't get with your conventional MMS, and I feel like that's no longer the thing. No, I don't wish Jazz Inc. made the armory.
He doesn't wish that because he already ordered J&D. Go ahead.
That's right. How much was that thing?
$2,000.
$2,000. As an aside, is J&D even still doing 6-scale figures at this point?
They're king.
No, but look. I think that's a bit of a slap in the face to anybody who owned the DX19. I really do think it was
it is.
It's just too much. It's too quickly. Like, they released this upgraded version too quickly. If it had been another year down the line, I think people would have been a little bit more comfortable.
And another slap in the face. A newly developed head sculpt too. What? Like, that
I'm
hurts.
not that crazy about the head sculpt though.
But that's not the point. That's not the point.
It's new.
They just made a new one, and now they're making a better one right after the DX. That hurts. That's what bothers me about this whole thing.
But for me, and here's where it comes with collecting, right? Like, we pass on certain things. I have my original Dark Knight series all the way up to that Dark Knight Rises figure, and I was pretty happy with that, right? When the original Bat Armory came in, I was going through one of those weird phases in collecting where I was like, I don't need that. I'm happy with my collection to date. I passed on it. So now for me,
the original?
Yeah, I passed on the original. So for me now,
on this one with the double pack.
Yep. Remember, because it came with the Armory. You could get him the Armory with Bruce Wayne, and then with Alfred. Right. So I passed on all those. I said, I don't need it for my collection. I was living in an apartment at the time. I'm like, this thing takes up so much space. There's no way I'm going to use it. And now for me, it's like a second chance. And look, I had the same reaction that a lot of people had. It's like, why are we doing that? And I started really looking at it, forgetting the sculpt, which I'm not that crazy about, but the suit, the Armory, it looks nice. It looks beyond nice. It looks beautiful. And part of me is like, it's a second opportunity to get it. So I appreciate that Hot Toys is doing that. I'm having a chance to get it, like a superior product. So for me, I'm a little like, listen, I missed out on the original. It's not another chance for me to get it. But if you did own not the original Armory, but that DX19, it's definitely not a good feeling, I can imagine.
Yeah, no, that's painful. Caleb, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Guys, please don't forget to hit that like button. There's 22 of you guys in here. Please, thank you. Rudy, so now why are you so anti Bat Armory? So why not this one at all?
I got to that point where I thought, I'm just done with the line, right? I'm happy with the figures I have, right? I have all the 1.0s that came out, right? Remember the original Commissioner Gordon 2 that was like a convention exclusive in the SWAT armor? I had all of it.
Yeah, that was everybody wanted that.
It's a great figure. I love it. It's a great figure.
Yeah.
So I have those. I just got to a point where, again, space was becoming an issue. And I was like, all right, I'm happy capping the line at this. So when the Armory started coming out, that was fine. This Armory, I always thought it was fine, but I didn't think it was as good as the one from the Dark Knight. So of course it's like Hot Toys listened, and Hot Toys like, oh, you don't want to get this one? Here's another one. Here's the one you've been asking for.
I feel like if anything, this is easier to make than the first one. You know what I mean? This is just clear plastic. The other one's more intricate, more, look at all the mesh, look at all the metal, look at all the lights. You know what I mean? Even though this one has lights too, but it's like, I feel like this is way easier to make, at least in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Do you have both on order?
Yeah. I'm getting this one. Obviously, I pre-ordered. The new one I haven't pre-ordered yet, but obviously I need it. I got to get it. The only reason why I haven't pre-ordered the new one is because I'm waiting to accumulate some points and then order it that way, because that thing is super expensive for what it is.
How much is it? It's like $540 right now or something?
Yeah, it's like $5 and change, and plus tax and shipping. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But to me, it's not worth that. So I'm not trying to pay all of that, especially when I already have the original one and it's sitting in the box still. I'm displaying a third-party one and not the Hot Toys one, because the third-party one was pretty much the same, if not better, than the Hot Toys one, as far as I remember. So I said, you know what? Let me put the Hot Toys one away. Let me take out Alfred and Bruce Wayne and display them with the third party one. And I believe the third party one came with an empty suit as well. So that's what I have sitting there. So it wasn't bad. It was something like 200 and change at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
That's not bad at all.
No, it wasn't bad. I just don't remember what brand it was. That's the only thing. So Rudy, now that we're done with this guy, since he's old anyway, we finally get Black Panther release. Shuri as Black Panther. So I don't know if you saw the pictures already. I'm gonna assume you did already. One thing that I complained about, that when it was first announced, right, the head sculpt was a 10 from pictures. I thought it was great. I thought it looked perfect. I had no complaints about the head sculpt. It was probably, at the moment when they made it, I thought it was the best, head sculpt that Hot Toys had made, during that whole time of releases, right? It was incredible. I thought it was perfect. Now that it's out, okay, obviously nothing changed, right? It was literally the exact same thing that we were shown, right? Obviously more detail from the prototype. We lost some detail on the hair and stuff. Right. At least it looks like from the pictures, which we always lose some detail anyway. But one thing that I wish was different is this. If they had changed her expression on this head sculpt, I think it would have been a more appealing figure for everybody. I think that this expression is very boring, is very blah. I think that her being, the fact that she's a female Black Panther, I'm going to assume that a lot of people, not regarding Hot Toys, but just in general, when it comes to merch regarding this Black Panther figure or this Black Panther character, again, being a female, I think it was going to turn off, many people from getting her. And one thing they should have done is given her that angry expression, just give her that upper level of expression to make her, a more appealing figure. So having her like this, she looks kind of sad, right? She doesn't really look like she's gonna fight anybody, right? Which again, if you look at the original Black Panther figure, he's not angry either, but that's the original Black Panther, right? So that's more doable than this, right? So I think she should have been made angry to give her more life, to give her more personality, to give her more appeal. But what do you think about that? How do you feel about the head sculpt overall? And then how do you feel about that point?
Oh no, I think the sculpt is awesome. I think I get what you're saying about the emotion. It's a very neutral face,
very blah.
Neutral look, right? But the detail on this, even from these pictures, looks incredible. It looks like her, right? And I think this was one of the sculpts that Hot Toys teased, along with that Tom Holland and the Jane Foster Thor, right? That they said was kind of like upping this hyper realism. Wait until Fab starts collecting the Jazz Inc. figures. It'll never be over. It'll never be over.
He said it'll never be over. It's over already. Oh, man. I have a comment here I want to go over real quickly. We got Carlos in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome. All right, Rudy, go ahead.
No, I think I get what you're saying about the emotions, but then if you remember in the movie, she was kind of in a bit of a funk for the whole, basically the entire thing.
Correct.
So it goes well with that kind of storyline. Now, would I have liked the expressive anger face? I think yes, because absolutely. At the end, especially in the fight that she has with Namor, right, that looks awesome. But it goes back to look at what happened with the Peacemaker sculpt, right, with the open mouth. People complained about it because it's either Hot Toys goes too expressive, and people don't like that because it's very unique.
I mean, I'm gonna. So the reason why I won't compare something like that is because of this. Right, the John Cena, for example, and it's not the first one, but you brought up John Cena, so let's talk about John Cena. The reason why I think John Cena was made that way was because of the fact that, you know, his wrestling move, you know what I mean? All that, you know,
Right.
all that. So that's why I feel like that happened. Look at Ant-Man 2
Yeah.
with that smile. Like that was unnecessary for them to do that,
Yeah.
right? There was no reason, nobody asked for that. And I understand that, again, they tried to go with Paul Rudd's, you know, smile. He's always smiling. He looks like the friendliest guy in the world. So I get it. But why do something like that when nobody asked for it? You know,
Right.
and then it's like, how are we supposed to feel about it when we want to get the character, we love the character, but now you gave us this funky head sculpt?
Right. You know, the one expressive sculpt that Hot Toys did was that I thought they knocked it out of the park was the General Zod from Man of Steel. Because he comes in with a gridded, it's not neutral. They gave him enough emotion. And if anything, to your point, maybe that would have been something they could have done here, given how the role that she plays in the she's got that anger, she's got that rage in the end of the movie, particularly. So do I mind it? No, I personally don't mind it. This figure's coming home 100%, right? I think it's an awesome sculpt. It's a little more somber than maybe we would have liked. But, and here I'm going to throw my plug. If anybody's going to do a Namor, which somebody should do, I don't know why Hot Toys didn't do a damn Namor at this point.
Duh.
Don't stop it. Get out of here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the stream right now. I'm leaving the stream right now. If Hot Toys, like, I thought a Namor was a given, especially to go along with this.
He's coming.
No,
They're
he's
not.
coming.
They're not. All right. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll take it back. Because when we get to this conversation about Brandon had his Star Wars month where he was all super happy. Now they tease that Iron Man that we're going to talk about. So now I'm going to have my Marvel month. Maybe.
No, so it looks like we're getting the Marvel wave now. It looks like Star Wars is going to be, you know, on the back burner for a little bit after the entire month of Star Wars. So I think Marvel is up next. I think it's going to be a combination of Marvel and DC, if I'm not mistaken. We got Derek in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. And my friend, I appreciate it. We have, let's see who else is in here. He's an angry Black Panther racist. This guy. We need more expressions. Hot Toys. Yes. Well, that is, you know, yes and no, right? They play it like exactly what Rudy said. It's either one extreme or the other. It's either very safe or very like crazy. Right. So that's what we gotta like figure out.
You know what the good thing is, and again, figures like this won't benefit from that, but like the Daredevils, the Batman figures, right? The swappable faceplate is great because you can get the neutral expression, you can get the angry expression.
Exactly.
Those figures definitely lend themselves to that. So I like that at least those Hot Toys is doing the right thing for. But the other ones, it's like you'd have to get a totally different sculpt to appease everybody. And is Hot Toys really going to start giving us two sculpts? I don't know that they are. You know, that's going to be extra cost. That could be something they could look into in the future. But are people going to pay for that? You're going to have to get two figures then.
I was going to ask, how are you displaying this if you like the head sculpt so much? Are you displaying it like this, holding the helmet?
I think I'm going to display it with the head sculpt.
Well, so was I. Because I feel like it's a waste of a figure without the head sculpt on. You know what I mean?
That head sculpt is so good. Like I think the helmet looks great.
Right.
But I'm looking at my Black Panther collection. It's like,
no, she looks great like this.
The sculpt is too good. The sculpt is just.
I was, you know, I almost got two of them. Right. I almost got two. I pre-ordered one. I almost got two just to get the both looks. But I don't think I'm getting the second one. I don't think it's necessary, right? So I think I'm doing is just displaying her with the spear and holding the helmet.
Right.
That's it. You
know what I remember too, like again, and I go back to, I know a lot of people weren't fans of the movie. I really liked the movie. I thought for what they had to follow up and what happened with Chadwick Boseman, I think they did a great job. And she becomes Black Panther in the comics, so it's not like they're doing something that we haven't seen before, right? If you've read the comics at all. But
Right.
that final fight, again, which was probably the most intense point in the movie, she's not wearing the helmet during that last fight with
Right.
Namor. So that's why I just, yeah, no, I think the sculpt is the way to go with this one.
Do you have a Black Panther throne in your collection?
Yep.
Would you display her like this?
No, I got the third party. I forget who did it, but they had the robes, and I put the Chadwick Boseman sculpt on that one. So he's got they just gave you the body with the robes and the sandals. So that's the one I've got displayed. So I like that one. Sure, he doesn't need the throne.
Gotcha. We got Martin K. Welcome. Says, I wish it was more common for Hot Toys to include 2 head sculpts, a neutral one, an expression one. Yeah, I mean, that'd be good. The problem is every time they do that, the figure is, $2,000, So it's like we pay that much more for 2 head sculpts, which is why, if you notice, Mars Toys is doing that left and right. They're not getting 2, we're getting 3 and 4 from them.
Yeah.
Look at what's the other one? Who's making the Terminators?
Present Toys is doing that too.
Present Toys is doing 3 head sculpts for that new the Terminator that's pre-order right now. So third-party companies are doing it, which is awesome, and they're doing it and keeping their price point kind of low for what for getting 3 head sculpts.
Yeah,
which is not bad. You know what I mean? But Hot Toys making you 2 head sculpts is a different world. You know what I mean? They're not. Who's making these head sculpts for Mars Toys? Who knows? But the people who are making them for Hot Toys, they're legit, artists, legit sculptors. So it's a different world, and I can bet you, I don't know how they work charging for prototypes of head sculpts. For example, let's say Mars Toys wants a head sculpt for a Joker, let's say, and then let's say Hot Toys wants the same head sculpt for Hot Toys. I doubt that same person is going to charge the company the same price for both head sculpts. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that Mars Toys most likely won't be going to a super well-known sculptor for that stuff. They can. I'm not saying, because I don't know who they go to, period, right? I have no idea. But I'm going to assume that they don't go to the popular guys, especially if it's a guy that's working for Hot Toys, right? I doubt that they're going to go for somebody who's working for a licensed company to go make them bootleg products. Again, can they? Absolutely. I'm assuming they can. I guess it's up to the sculptor to say, hey, I would like to make your bootleg, your illegal head sculpt, and for whatever price, and then obviously charge Hot Toys whatever other price they decide. So I don't know how that works, but I'm going to assume that, again, Mars Toys is not using the same people that Hot Toys is. Again, can they? Yes, but I'm going to assume not. What do you think of that?
I mean, look, there are trends, right, that start. So Hot Toys started with giving all their sculpts the movable eyes, right? And now we're seeing third party doing it, right? So, and we're seeing some third party companies do really good sculpts as well and give us multiples. Mars Toys, I just showed you, Toys Era just knocked it out of the park. They did something where they got new sculptors that are just improving. So-So's given us multiple sculpts before as well. So I'm curious if Hot Toys is gonna maybe it's gonna cost a little more, but if they're gonna latch onto that trend as well, because things seem to be trending, right? Like now we're getting movable eyes and even third parties doing it. So is that the future? We've seen them do multiple sculpts before. Maybe it's something they'll look into. I don't know that it's in the immediate plans, but I'd love to see multiple sculpts from Hot Toys, and I'd pay a little extra to have those.
I was gonna say, would you want that? Like, so for example, explain to them. I don't know if your video is out yet, so I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. Your what do you call it? Your Daredevil video. So yeah. Explain to the people who haven't seen your video, what happened specifically with that figure and how you feel about that head sculpt all around.
Here, I'll show you actually. So I've got the sculpt right there. So and I know I've got a terrible camera because I'm cheap and I haven't invested like you in a nice 1080p camera, but the sculpt is horrible. The sculpt it doesn't look like him. I compared it. There was an old 80s movie with this kid that's gonna get beat up by a bully, 3 O'Clock High, because he touches him, Buddy Revell, if anybody's ever watched that. But he looks like the kid from that show. He doesn't look like Charlie Cox, right? So that's where I'm like, okay, Hot Toys gave me a sculpt that I'm never gonna use because I have the Social Toys Lawyer, the 1.0, not even the newer version, the 1.0, and I think the 1.0 is better. So
Really?
I think the 1.0 is better. I think there's more of a
Not
likeness.
even the 2.0, the 1.0.
Not even the 2.0. But this was a Hot Toys miss, right? And I think we've seen that, right? Where they give you sculpts. I think the Athena figure, for example, beautiful sculpt,
Right.
beautiful detail, but there was no likeness to Angelina Jolie there.
And
So
accuracy.
I think here,
Accuracy
yeah,
specifically for that one too.
right.
That's
So
Dino.
this is like, if we're gonna get multiple sculpts, I want the sculpts to look good, right? To be worth it. For this one, I'm gonna keep the Daredevil with the mask sculpt because that looks good. But this extra sculpt is just gonna go in the box, and I'm never gonna use it again. So if they're gonna give us multiple sculpts, it should be something like this Shuri, right? Where you're getting an awesome sculpt that makes you think, which way am I gonna display it? Because otherwise, it's an accessory.
Or not which way, or hey, should I get two? Because I feel like that's their ultimate goal, to get somebody to buy two instead of just one. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So that's also a good point. We got Luch in the house. Welcome. How are you
doing?
being here, my friend? Welcome. This guy, unbelievable. Always talking. Let's see this guy, unbelievable. We got Bob. She looks good. The two, yeah, no,
Yeah, they look nice.
the head sculpt is great. The head sculpt is not a problem, not a complaint. It's the expression that it's like they could have nailed something different, 100%. But what are you gonna do? Where has Peyton been? Ain't seen it. Oh, I have no idea. Peyton, where are you? We got Mad Planet. How are you, my friend?
doing?
Let's see. We got yes, buddy. Revo knocked out the principal.
Great movie if you haven't watched it, Fabs.
For me, a perfect likeness, but a blank expression. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only complaint that I have, at least. That it's the head sculpt is a 10 all day long. It's perfect. I don't think they could have done a better job. But that expression killed it. Again, only for that character. If it would have been her standard Shuri look, right, from, like, for example, her from the first Black Panther, she would have been perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But now she's a Black Panther, right? Give her some life, give her some personality, right? Instead of just that blank stare, that blank, boring stare. That's my complaint. But I love the head sculpt. Like I said, I'm getting this figure, and it's funny. I almost ordered it today. I have it on pre-order from Sideshow, which I don't think I'm going to buy from Sideshow because I think it's already cheaper on Toys for Kiddos. And I almost ordered it today, and instead, guess what I ordered?
What you order?
Thor: Love and Thunder Deluxe.
You did?
I did. It's shipped already.
Oh my! I'm saving so many points right now from Sideshow so I can get him because I want him.
Right.
But
well,
I don't want to pay full price.
I didn't get Gore and Valkyrie because I was like, Rudy already did the video. So I said, let me get something he doesn't have yet. So I did. No, I did. So that's why I said, let me get Thor. I said, let me get Thor first because he already did everything else. But I almost got Valkyrie and Gore first because I really want Gore real bad. And listen, I said, no.
Valkyrie is a gorgeous figure too, and so is Gore. This is a line, given how bad the movie was received, that shouldn't have been as good as they did. And it looks like it turned out like every figure is just knocking it out of the park.
See,
so
this here, this reminds me of somebody's eye that we roasted in this channel. I just don't remember who. But look at that. Look how cockeyed that is.
See, but this is the problem with the eye thing, with that rotating eye thing, and that's why I don't
that's
like.
Why I don't mess with it. That's
because you're gonna make something look bad.
Exactly.
Like this.
Look at that. So cockeyed. And that's why I don't play with it. That's why I don't mess with it, because the moment you turn it the wrong way, it could take you forever to try to put it in that same exact spot.
Right.
And that's why
and once you spot that the eye is a little messed up,
that's it.
You're never gonna. That's all you're gonna see.
That's it. Yep. That's why I don't bother. I never touch them. Again, great feature to have, great accessory to have as part of a head sculpt, 100%. But I'm telling you, when you mess with that eye, it's not even worth it. Rudy, 1 to 10 right now.
On this
Black
one,
Panther. Yeah,
I'll give her a solid 9.
How do you feel about that whole luminous outfit like this one?
It's fine, but it's not something that I use because it's like you'd have to have the special lighting for that, right?
Right.
So chances of me setting something up, even when I get the Magic cases in with that specific lighting, I don't know that I'm going to do it. So it's great to have, but not something that I'm going to use. It's kind of like the electronic features that aren't USB powered. It's
Right.
great for pictures, great to kind of show and know you have it. But are you really going to go in and turn on all your 30 Iron Man switches for 5 seconds of light up? You know, it's never going to happen. So
Right. No, it's true. Guys, there's 34 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And Ernesto says, Fabs, that big pause. I honestly thought you were going to say. Oh, my God.
How dare you?
just you wait. Just you wait. Fabs is going to surprise us with a stream where he's going to have both Yost and John on at the same time. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to be just talking to them about all their beautiful products.
Joker says, hear that, KG Hobby? TK4 has shipped already. Ship my Thor.
Oh, no. You got trouble with KG Hobby?
I don't.
No,
no,
Joker has.
No, yeah, right. No, because he says that they take forever to ship his stuff out.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I forget what he was waiting for, but it was like weeks, and everybody's stuff was shipping, and he's like, yo, where's mine? And he like messaged them, and they're like, oh, soon.
What did you do to them, Joker? I haven't had a bad experience with them yet, but
yeah, it's crazy.
something to keep
Eric,
an eye
my
on.
friend, welcome. How
I'm doing.
you made it? Thank you for being here. So, I'm gonna have
super
you.
excited.
I'm gonna
Super
have you
excited for this one.
rate the head sculpt only.
10.
10 all day long.
It's a 10. It's a 10. That's a 10 sculpt.
How do you feel about all the braids, like for Costco Reeves and all that stuff? Like, do you think they're doing a good job with that? Even what's the name, Fennec Shan with that long braid in the back. How do you feel about those?
I think they are. If you look at the Valkyrie, the Riva, they did
the Riva was great.
the Riva on. I remember seeing the blogger pics and people were starting to complain. Oh, it's not as good. And then I got that figure in hand, and it's amazing.
Same with me. You could tell it lost a lot of detail in the pictures from the prototype.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, the hair doesn't look great. Because those braids got to be so detailed for them to look like braids. Because they can easily look like bumps and blobs if you don't do the proper detail.
Right.
So that's why I was like, oh man, she lost a lot of detail. When I got it in hand, I was like, this thing is perfect. Like it hits so different in hand.
And if you get the Valkyrie, same thing, because she has all the braids and she has the really thin strands. It's amazing. So I think Hot Toys is doing a great job with the sculpted hair here.
Yes, very good, especially with the braided hair. Any question ever asked, John? I'll get back to. But people still watch to get those answers.
Yeah, I watch. I tell Fabs. I come back and I'm like, Fabs, he said this, and this.
Oh
he said he'll get back to us.
And then I say. Literally every time. I'm like, why do you waste your time? I could have told you that. It says, I wanted to have multiple head sculpts, moving on, hyperarticulation, ladder figures, diorama base, etc. Only displays figure, museum pose, never uses the accessory head spaces. Oh my god. Why are you being so judgmental?
Yikes.
Oh
man.
Joker J must be your cologne. Been there, right, Fabs? Oh my god. The Thor, right? Like your CC cologne. So god on me. You guys are insane. Oh my god. All right, guys. So next figure, we got this beauty. Hold on. So, Rudy. So we know how you feel about Star Wars, actually, and for those who would like to know how he really feels personally, guys, there's 35 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. If you guys would like to know how he really feels about Star Wars, message me privately. I got a screenshot of him saying, forget Star Wars. What about Marvel? So now
no, correction. It wasn't Marvel. It was what about Alien Romulus?
Oh, that's right. Alien, the new Alien movie. Correct.
Then
So, so now that we know how you feel, are you excited for this? Do you not care for this? The fact that it's an alien and not just a regular standard character.
Look,
How
he
do you-
looks great. He
I
looks.
was gonna
The
say, how do you
sculpt-
feel about the head sculpt?
The head sculpt looks fantastic. The rest of the figure, I feel like it's pretty standard, right? Jedi robes and it's the sculpt that makes the figure. Now, as somebody, because I watched your streams with Brandon, and I know they were talking about like the fake force power that made Palpatine super strong and kill him. He lasted like 2 seconds in that fight. he got killed by a 60, 70-year-old guy that couldn't even parry. So no,
Wait,
all kidding aside.
So you're judging the figure. You're
No,
judging
I'm
the
kidding.
excitement of the figure on his battle duel.
No, I'm just being terrible. If
Imagine.
Brandon is watching, I'm just sure he's getting mad at me right now. But no, he looks great. He really does. I think because I remember the San Diego Comic-Con one from
Yes,
back in the years
ago. Yeah.
and I remember, everybody was excited about that. It looks, I think they did a great job improving the look. Now I understand that he's gone through a couple variations from Attack of the Clones to Revenge of the Sith, and this is like a slightly different version. But I think they killed it. And
wasn't he in Clone Wars too? Apparently.
I never watched Clone Wars. That's why I'm so
I didn't either.
irreverent. That's why I'm so horrible about it. So.
Now, question for you: do you think the tentacle hair is going to be like the Predators or no? Like that?
I thought about it at first, but this looks a little
different, right?
A little different.
A little.
I was watching what I was gonna say because I don't want the chat to start.
Well, no. What I said already was that it looked like hard plastic, and it looks like it won't be able to allow the head to turn that much because of the way that it's sculpted.
Do they have any pictures with him with the face turned?
No, not one.
See, that makes me feel like it's gonna be
hard plastic. Right?
Yeah.
See? I don't think this very minimally like turned. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Right.
I wonder if the front braids have like a little pivot, maybe to give you some range.
Well, it's only this gap here. So if you turn this to the left, it's gonna stop here, and then same with this one. So I don't think it's got much turn at all.
Right.
That's
that looks like hard plastic, especially since it's coming right from the sculpt.
Exactly.
Right. Yep. And I didn't see in the back picture. I didn't see any joint line where they would have like connected something. So I think it's hard plastic.
Now, question: are you ordering this at all? Not really. Like, you don't care for this, right?
So Joker J said it. I like the bad boys before, right? I like the Sith figures more than anything.
You like the what
this
figure?
guy, the Sith.
Oh,
the dark side figures.
Yeah.
For some reason, those just have a bigger visual impact for me. And I still have. There's so many figures I have to order. He's kind of he'd be at the bottom of the list. I'm not that into like the line to jump this deep into it right now.
How many Star Wars figures, if you know, obviously, can you count how many Star Wars figures you own or not really?
I probably own more than I think I do.
Well, I'm asking because I feel like, you're more Marvel and everything else than Star Wars. So I figured maybe he knows exactly how many he owns because it's not something you buy all the time.
No, because I've got almost the entire line from The Force Awakens. So those were a good number.
Oh, so you got plenty. You got plenty.
I got plenty. Remember Captain Phasma and all that? And then I've got all the Obi-Wan figures. All the Ahsoka ones are coming in.
Fabs, I think Rudy's a Disney spy. Rudy, place your headphones above your ears. Oh man, unbelievable!
You guys are terrible. Listen, it looks cool, but I don't know that it's for me.
Oh man, it's the mouse.
It's the mouse.
Oh my god! All right, so you're not getting this, right?
Not right now.
I think you will. What about Mace Windu? Are you not excited for him at all?
No, I
owning Nick. You canceled him?
I didn't. I never had him on order.
Oh, I thought you said no. I thought you said you canceled.
Oh no, canceled. I hate canceling things. I hate losing my NRD.
Yeah, I don't cancel anything either. So if you were to rate this 1 to 10 right now,
7, 10 on the sculpt, but 7 as a figure overall.
Why? Because it doesn't do anything.
I mean, look, he very much fits in there, but it's the sculpt, right? The sculpt makes this figure.
Yeah, the
Because
sculpt
even
in the
the
hands.
accessories are pretty. The hands look a little.
Well, no, I'm saying that's it. That's the whole figure.
That's it, right? That's the whole
the-
figure. Because everything
head
else, and I know he's a little taller, but that's a
Yes.
body. This is something that they're probably going to reuse a bunch with different Jedi as they're coming out right now.
12.8 inches tall, which is a decently tall body. But again, look at the poses, like the articulations, like blah. They don't show you any actions, and besides that, this is like the most dynamic pose that they show you. And look, everything else is just standing up straight, and then it's always torso up,
Yeah.
torso up,
Yeah.
torso up. They don't really show you the legs because there's nothing really to show. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and the problem for me too is as nice as it is, look, if budget and space were not an issue, I would be ordering all of these at once, right? They'd all be pre-ordered, every single one, because they look awesome. But I have a feeling for me, I've had a nice month off, right? I think I made one pre-order, which was the God Loki, and some third-party figures. So yes, third-party Rudy. But I can't dive into this because I have a feeling that Marvel, especially when Logan and Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, I think we're going to start getting a bunch of releases that are just going to kill my wallet at that point.
It's going to get... Wait till these figures start coming out. We're going to get bombarded like we did just recently with all these day one announcements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then Rudy's going to let loose, guys. Now we're talking about Rudy's collectibles here. Wait a minute. I'm in the Twilight Zone today, guys. First the collector, now Ash Chase. Where's Ashton? Am I being punked? Ashton, where are you? This is something's going on here. What's happening? Where are you guys coming from? Where are you guys coming from? I'd buy an Admiral Akbar before this guy. Oh my 35 minutes. Yes, we know. Also, guys,
We're on track.
Again, before we leave, I will be having a watch party for the Acolyte after the stream. If you want to join, I'll send you the link before we end the stream. You join us backstage and we watch from Disney Plus. So obviously that's up to you guys, and you let me know if you'd like to join. I am in Australia. Where are you at? I am in New York. Welcome. Who's watching the Pride of the this guy? Unbelievable. Yeah, exactly, Carlos. Exactly. That's my point. I haven't seen Ash since they used to think he was a female in the chats. Unbelievable. No, really. Everybody thought it was a woman. Every time, hey Ash, hey Ash, and then, oh, did she? And it's like and he would always say, it's he. So Ash, it's been forever. Wow. Welcome. The Acolyte is out already tonight, my friend. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard or 6 p.m.
30 minutes.
Pacific. 30 minutes left. So let's get going, Rudy. So now, guys, for those who follow me on Instagram and are in the Facebook group, Hot Toys 16 Evolution on Facebook, I posted, when this was announced, I posted my Python figure because that's what it reminded me of. Obviously, it's not Python, right? Python is the Mark 20, right? And so I thought it was the same one, obviously just updated into diecast and repainted. It's not at all. Completely different suit, completely different outfit. This is a Mark 7, just painted black and gold. Again, it could pass as a Python, but again, not really. But don't think we're done with these Mark 7s repainted, because I feel like Hot Toys loves this suit. Out of every single suit, I feel like this is the one suit that you could do a lot more to, right? When it comes to being the most generic while being an advanced suit, right? So I think this is why they use this one all the time for all the repaints. this is the one suit that they use for literally most of the Iron Man 3 what was that called, the House Party Protocol figures. So it was usually the Mark 7. If not, it was a combination of a Mark 7 and other attachments to it. That's what they were able to get away with, not giving you the same suit, just repainted 30 times. Rudy, so now, how do you feel, obviously being a Marvel guy, and I'm going to assume that you collect every Iron Man. How does this feel for you, getting this repaint, which is literally what it is, a Mark 7 repainted? Do you think, to you, right, even though the paint is really nice, that chrome gold is really nice, it looks like it's a black chrome as well. Is this something appealing to you, just being a repaint, or you're just like, nah, I don't care for the Mark 7 repainted?
Nah, it's more that, right? It's like with Iron Man, just like with Troopers and with everything, you have to be cautious, or at least I have to be cautious, because it's the rabbit hole that you just keep going down, right? And for me, a long time ago, I said I'm only picking up the movie suits. So that means the Mark 7 that he uses in the movie, right? The Mark 6, all those primary suits, because I didn't want to get into this whole thing of getting repaints like the neon tech and all that, the different colors.
Oh, you don't like the neon techs?
I think they look good, but I don't need them in my collection.
So it's not necessary.
And that's the same, right? And that's the same way I feel about this. I think it looks awesome. It's going to be extremely tempting when it comes out, just because it has a nice visual flair to it. But I have to hold fast to my line, which is, if it's not a movie suit or a suit that he used in the movie, I'm not getting it, right? I'd rather spend my money, because this is going to be, it's die cast, so it's going to be expensive, right? I'd rather take that and do what I did, which is buy the Mark 6 that's coming up with the gantry.
Yes.
Right? I'd rather get something like that, or what was it? The Mark 7 with the suit up Mark 7, where it's the Tony Stark jumping off with the skeleton. I'd rather get that as opposed to a repaint, and I'd rather save my money for that.
So you're not going to bother with this, right?
No.
So no. I obviously am getting this. I have to get this. The only thing is, this is at least as of right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a limited figure, right? Can they make it limited? Absolutely, but they haven't been creating hype around it being limited, so I'm going to assume it's not. I feel like, if they would have teased it that it was limited, I think everybody would have been going crazy over it already, which again, it doesn't seem like anybody really, at least because again, there's not much shown still. But obviously, like I said, I have to get it just because I get every single Iron Man ever made. But the thing is, because of the price, right, this is going to be probably, 400 plus. I am not, to me, that's not worth it. Again, I have every single Mark 7 already. I love Iron Man. It's not about not liking Iron Man, but it's like, it gets redundant when it's the same body, just repainted over and over at 400 and change over and over. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. So is the repainting really necessary? Absolutely not, because you're getting the same exact body that you have for another 4 figures, right? At least 4 figures, right? So that's my thing now at this point. It's like, all right, yeah, I want it. I need it to complete every single Iron Man. But it's like, I'm not paying 400 and change for every single Iron Man every time. Absolutely not happening. And because they make so much of them, I think they make 60,000. They I think they what do you call it? I think that's what they sit. They're very expensive for what they are. They're this one most likely, as you can see, no head sculpt, right? So it's just an easy money maker for them as a repaint, right? So my thing is this: we get the game, Hot Toys. We get what you're doing. We get it's easy money. We get it, right? We get it. Give us something more. Yeah. I understand, right? I understand why they wouldn't give you a head sculpt for this, because this was not in a movie to justify giving you a Tony Stark head sculpt, a Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. That's why it's not included. I understand that. It's common sense, right? So for those asking and wondering, how come we don't get a head sculpt? That's why, because this is not from a movie. This is probably not going to be called an MMS. If it is, I don't know what movie this would be from, right? So that's my thing. If if they can't add a head sculpt for whatever reason, right? For this figure, like I said, it doesn't make sense. Give us something that'll make sense. Give us an animated style head sculpt. Give us something that will justify spending the 400 plus every repaint. You know what I mean? And I don't mean give us an exclusive accessory. No, not something dumb, not like a plastic helmet, not like a plastic gauntlet, nothing like that. Because that's how they get away with it too. Oh, let's add an exclusive piece to make it seem like it's such a big deal. And I fall for it every time because that's the piece I go for, right? I make sure that I go for the exclusive immediately and I pre-order because that's usually the one that sells out immediately. So that's how they get me every single time with an exclusive. It doesn't matter what it is, right? They could give you literally, like they're doing soon with the Star Wars, a coin. What the hell are you going to do with that coin? Nothing. But that's
stay in the
cool
box.
one. But that's the cool one. You know?
Look, what they could have done with something like this that would have made it cool is make it like the concept. Remember they released the concept Captain America, the concept Iron Man from the movie as well. And then they also had that concept Doctor Strange Iron Man, right? Something like that. And even though that one didn't sell that well.
Which one?
Because the Doctor Strange Iron Man, right?
It didn't sell well because it was expensive, but you just wait until it's on discount. It's gonna go.
So I haven't gotten it yet because I'm waiting for a deal on it.
Oh, no, I'm telling you, everybody,
I know I'm gonna get it.
The figure, let me tell you, I bought either 2 or 3 of them, right? At full-blown retail from Sideshow plus tax and shipping. I have one displayed, like I said, 1 or 2 brand new sealed. I would not buy them again for retail right now.
Right.
I would just, and that's why I'm learning my lesson. Like, yo, like, what's the point of spending all this money on these figures that are going to sit?
Right.
You know? So I'm done overspending, especially overspending on Iron Man that are going to sit. It's very clear that these things are sitting, right? Especially something like this that is, it's not from a movie, something rare, a money maker repaint for Hot Toys. So again, if this sells out, which again, it won't unless it's limited, I'm in no rush for it. Am I going to get it? You better believe it. What were you saying, Rudy?
No, I agree. I think I'm doing the same thing with those, right? And that's part of the game. It's trying to wait to see which figures are going to sit and which ones aren't. And sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. Something like this, unless it's limited, I don't know that it's going to have mass appeal. I mean, look at the Chrome Troopers too, right? Like the Chrome, the Gold Chrome and the Chrome Cody. I mean, they went waitlist on Sideshow, but it took a little bit of time. Everything else like was done in 15 minutes, right? 20 minutes, and those sat for a little bit. So I think this could go along that same path.
Ash says my phone has been in the phone shop since last year.
I don't think so.
Imagine. Ernesto says, waiting for pending request to join Facebook group in a 1/6 evolution. Let me check if you're pending. No, he's not.
He's in the group.
I thought
he's in the group.
Oh, I thought he was.
He's just being funny.
No, yeah, just making sure. I don't want him to feel like he doesn't belong with Inert. Bad word for life. Caleb says, what does backstage mean? Maybe my brain isn't working, but I can't remember what it is. It's just like a tease. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're showing you what's going on backstage. So they're working on something backstage, or they're showing you something from backstage. That's why it's not even a full announcement. It's not, literally 3 pictures as you can see. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Back to 1, back to 2, back to 3. So 3 pictures. That's all they're showing you. So that's why, that's why they name it backstage, because there's not much information about it. Once we get the full announcement, you're going to get all the promo pictures. What'd you say?
Plus, I think this was also their way, and that's why I said it, right? We had the month of Star Wars with the Dark Side event. I think we're going to see a lot of Marvel drops, or at least there seem to be hinting at it with the blurb that they included with this, which is we've got a ton of Marvel things coming your way. So this was kind of their way of teasing whatever the next big thing is for them, which I think is going to be a focus on Marvel. They're going to take a little break from Star Wars for the moment, at least. I think that's what was more exciting about this backstage than anything.
Right. Well, didn't you say you read something about Marvel coming soon? What was it?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Punisher says I will be getting this Iron Man figure. Love the gold and black. No, it looks beautiful, and like I said, it's a gold chrome and it's a black chrome, so that figure is going to look gorgeous in hand. Period.
Right, and just to recap, right, the way they said this is attention, right? Double exclamation point. Hot Toys is set to unleash an electrifying lineup of must-have Marvel collectibles this summer, and the first to arrive is a true showstopper, the diecast 1/6 Iron Man Mark 7. So they're already telling you there that this summer they're going to be releasing a bunch of Marvel collectibles. I think included in that is probably the new Deadpool and the new Wolverine from the movie.
Absolutely.
But they seem to be indicating that we're in for. It's almost like they realize, right? Marvel's been a little, it's been a wave. So Marvel's been quiet, right? I've been a little, disappointed, but at the same time happy because I'm not spending all that money on pre-orders. But I think it's coming at this point. So
Bob said I approved it already. This guy, unbelievable. Backstage like the official Catwoman.
Oh, like don't start us. Don't start us with
this guy. I'm like, what did he mean? What did he mean by that? There will be some limited edition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Always. Yep. There always will be. That, and again, like I told you guys from day one, the moment we got that first queue, what did I say to you guys? This is the new game that'll never stop because that's how Sideshow is locking in money. There's no competition with the queue with anybody else when you go to Sideshow. Remember that these limited figures that we're getting through Sideshow's queue are for retail. If you don't get them in the queue, guess what? Overseas, they're usually way more expensive. Depending on what the figure is, it's usually more expensive than from Sideshow. So that's the big deal with these queues with Sideshow, and that's why everybody wants to get it from Sideshow because that's the cheapest way to get it. And again, if you don't get it from Sideshow, then you're gonna 100% guaranteed to pay elsewhere, to overpay elsewhere.
Yeah.
Venom horse. Yes, that Venom horse.
Yes, I hope.
Oh my God. That thing, either if Hot Toys doesn't make it, which I think they have to, right? I can tell you some other company's gonna make it, but
so Hot Toys
better make that.
Hot Toys, I'm with you. Hot Toys better make it, and if they don't, right? We've seen third-party companies. We've seen Toys Era. I forget who else did it, but we've seen them do the Tom Hardy Eddie Brock figure. Oh, and there's one, I have him down here. I've got a bunch of boxes in the way, so I can't get him. But he came with that massive diorama piece. Oh, don't worry, I can't get him.
A couple of them did.
Right, and it was this massive statue. Like the box was huge, and it's the Venom symbiote that you could wrap around, like you could just put your figure. So it's a statue piece. But if Hot Toys doesn't do it, I guarantee you some third-party company is going to do that.
I'm going to tell you how I think it's coming. So this is what I think is going to happen. You're going to get, we have to get another Venom figure, right? We just have to.
Right.
Number two, I think how they should do it, or at least how I think they're going to do it is we're going to get a Tom Hardy figure with the horse.
Yeah. That's how they're going to pack it.
I think that's how they're going to do it. We're going to get a Tom Hardy. And remember, you heard it here first. Don't be playing yourself in the future. So it's going to be, you're going to get the horse, the symbiote horse. Because remember, when the symbiote is on the horse, it's not on Tom Hardy, right?
Right. So you see him in that scene where he's
flying
like
off the air.
And you see the tendrils grab him and bring him down.
Correct.
Yeah.
So guaranteed that's probably what's going to happen.
And look, Hot Toys has done it before, right? Like we saw the dewback that's coming out is a massive static piece. So it doesn't have to be like opposable. It's just a static piece.
Correct.
Right. You've got all the creatures that they've been doing from Mandalorian. So
correct.
There's precedent there for a big package that's a little bit more static.
Yep. So and a DX for that would be great, right? Because you can't give them much anyway. Right? The DX would be the whole horse thing. Probably a light up function for the horse eyes, like they did the Ghost Rider, horse. You know what I mean? That would be cool. Right. Obviously, we got to wait for the movie to see, exactly what happens with that horse. But if Hot Toys decides to make it, that's how they're going to make it. We're going to get a Tom Hardy figure with the horse, and then we're going to get a Venom figure. I hope we get a double pack of some crazy deluxe exclusive with Venom, the horse, and Tom Hardy. That would be incredible.
That'd be expensive.
I was gonna say that probably will never happen because it'll be $2,000. But that horse has to be made one way or another because it looks like it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be a big deal part of the movie, but I can tell you to see that in a movie, it's a crazy scene. Just
Look,
period.
everybody's talking about that part from the trailer, right?
Exactly.
There was
like
a lot
the
of
exciting
stuff
part.
that came in, right? Like you got the guy from the end of No Way Home, right? They show the symbiote getting picked up by one of the characters. So there's all this. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about the horse because that was cool. That looked really amazing. So, and that's, as collectors, we're immediately thinking that's what we want.
Right. So now, last, what do you say? 1 to 10.
Yeah. 5. 5.
Really?
It's like listen again. Nothing bad.
How dare you?
It's not that exciting.
I mean, I like it's gold chrome and black chrome.
No, the chrome everything. No way. Listen, it's a repaint. It looks fine, but no, it's not exciting. It's like, if you like it, good for you.
But you're being racist over the gold, correct?
Stop.
So, guys, just like Figment mentions, we get the release of Spider-Man 2. As you can see, this figure. So, guys, for those who have been listening to my Pop Collectible story, let me tell you what happened today. So like I told you, my figure was pre-ordered on Pop Collectibles, was fully paid on Pop Collectibles day one pre-order when it was out, right? So what happened was I had ordered a second batch, not realizing that the second batch was going to be, at least a month away after the first batch. So let's say the first batch comes out today, right? I won't get my figure for at least a month from now or more. This is a figure that I'm very, very excited about, that I've been waiting for since they announced that it was coming. So I messaged him and I said, hey, is it possible to get this figure, to change my order from second batch to first batch? He's like, yeah, just give me the order number. Well, he never read my message since the figure was announced. He never read my message. And I messaged him about that 3 months ago. Okay. So today I messaged him and I said, hey, the figure's out. Is it possible to 1, 2, 3? He sends me the link to place my order. Boom. Place the order. Done. No problems, no headache. Thank God. So again, I can't complain to you guys about Pop Collectibles. He didn't give me the runaround like I thought he would to change my order. I was afraid that I was going to get the runaround if I stayed with the what do you call it, with the second batch order, because it's just going to take forever. And because of the fact that it's a second batch, there's no obligation for him to send my stuff any faster, because that was my choice to wait for second batch. And who really dictates what second batch is? You know what I mean? So that's why it's like you're at their mercy with this second batch. It's like whatever they feel like it after a month. So to avoid that, and number two, because of the figure and what it is, I was like, there's no way I could wait for this figure. So I had to pay whatever the figure was, $300 and change, plus an extra $130 to be able to switch it from second batch to first batch, and then $70 shipping. So that's what I had to do.
Man, that's expensive.
It's crazy.
That's a crazy figure right there.
This figure was $400 plus.
Oh man.
For me. Yep. Because of that. So Rudy, now again, this is another Marvel. This is something completely new, completely different, a video game line. The special edition comes with this symbiote wrapped around his original red suited head sculpt, as you can see. How do you feel about the figure? Are you getting the figure? Is this exciting to you? Did you play the video game? Do you care for the video game at all?
Haven't played the video game. I've seen people playing it. It looks great. Figure looks great. Look, I thought it was pretty cool as well. But not getting it. For me, this is terrible, because this is like a Marvel stream where we're actually looking at a couple Marvel releases, and I'm like, no, not getting it. But I just can't. I'm sticking to the MCU proper. So
so not even video game you're doing.
No, I'm not doing video game. I already do my Resident Evil video game license, and you and I have had tons of conversations about like the crappy third party stuff that I pick up for that. So that's enough for me at this point.
The crappy third party stuff.
So,
Unbelievable.
but it's beautiful. Listen, it's beautiful, but it comes back to that thing, right? Unlike you and unlike Nefty, who I'm finding out is like super like dropping on all those Jazz Inc. products. I wish I had that budget. I have a much more limited budget, so I have to be selective with what I get.
I don't know if you were here for that day, but let me say hello to Big Dog. Big Dog, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Woo!
Your turn.
I'm not doing it. Joker J backed out of it last time, so now I know I don't have to do it.
It's like, no, I don't have to do it. So for those who don't know, this is ever since I found out that Nefty has been balls deep in Jazz Inc., I found a theme for him, and here it is.
Having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Oh, Nefty. All right, so again, real quickly, guys, we got literally 10 minutes left. So I'm gonna send you guys the link for those who want to stay backstage with us real quickly. Hold on, let me just get it. And then hold on quickly, let me get in here. Hopefully some of you guys stay. Be
Look,
nice.
Nefty's there. Nefty's been quiet all night. He's finally there.
Let's see. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to share it with you guys. Let me see more post comments. Here we go. All right, here's the link, guys. Where is it? Here we go. All right. There we go. All right, so that's the stream, guys. So for whoever wants to stay after the stream and watch the Acolyte with us, you can. If not, obviously, you could watch it by yourself as usual. Rudy, let's finish up Spider-Man, and then we're out of here.
Yep.
Let me get this off the screen. All right, so nothing about this figure is appealing to you. Nothing will make you like look at all three of them together. You're not like, oh man, that looks.
Of course, it looks fantastic, right? We're collectors. We like this stuff. Or maybe you don't think I'm a collector, right? But we like this stuff. It looks great. I can't. I have to be a little more selective. And with Spider-Man, especially, I've got way too many at this point. Just like Iron Man, my wife. It's already bad enough that I get all these packages. Whenever she sees me unboxing an Iron Man or Spider-Man, the first question is like, "Isn't it the same one that you already got?" So I'm like, I can't do that to myself. I can't.
And see, they're gonna look good. Look at that. They look
great, but no.
And guys, for those who don't know what I'm doing with this figure, so what I decided to do is obviously I got the special edition, right, with this head sculpt. So what I'm doing is I'm using this head sculpt on this figure, since I already have the one from the first video game, so I don't need two looking the same. So I'm going to use that head sculpt on here. This is going to stay all black like this. Obviously, this one comes with a symbiote piece. This one also comes with more symbiotes, which I'm going to attach to this one. So I'm going to have it all black one. This one's going to be symbioted. Then the Spider-Man 1 figure is going to be completely, classic looking. And then we got Miles. So that's how I'm going to get to enjoy every single look out of each figure.
That's going to be pretty cool.
Well, so I don't have to, because it was either that or get two of these. And I don't really need, to spend $800 on these figures.
Yeah, you just spent like $500 on this thing.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, nah. And I have a feeling that it'll be available for a while. I don't think they're going to sell out anytime soon. But is it really necessary to get two of these? Not really. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're great looking. I can't wait to see what the suit. That's the one thing I'm excited about is the suit material. Like, what is it? It looks great. It looks very, very good. It's got a lot of details, got a lot of texture, it looks like. And the whole design looks very, very shiny. It's got a gloss to it. So I don't know what to expect, in hand or what it's going to feel like in hand. But I can tell you, It looks very,
It
very
looks great. Yeah.
It looks alive, right?
Yeah.
Which is something hard to do, right? To give it that look of there's something, it's not just a straight black, like outfit. It looks like there's something on there with the shine, which is
Right.
what you're supposed to look like when you have the symbiote on top of you, because that black thing crawling all over you. So really, really great figure, guys. Overall, I'm very excited. This thing gets a 10 from me all day long. See, like stuff like this, I'm going to
That's
put
pretty
on
cool.
the right. So I'm going to put that on the red figure because I don't need all this stuff on here because he's already fully black. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put all this stuff on all these attachments on the red one, and then he's just going to stay, however he is, just complete black like that. But the legs, how do you feel about the legs with the symbiote compared to the clean legs?
I like it. I like that the
Better,
tendrils
right?
are all wrapping around it. Yeah, it looks great. I think it's a great looking set, right? If Bunny were no object, I'd get him, but yeah.
Yeah, see, like this attachment here, that's definitely going
That
on.
looks good. Yeah.
That's so sick. Really, really nice. That's going on the red figure. Look how beautiful they look together. Really, really gorgeous outfit for the black suit Spider-Man. This here is so sexy. The way that they got to get the
They did a
symbiote
good job with that.
Oh
yeah.
my god, this is so beautiful.
Yep.
So beautiful. Very, very sexy figure overall. The attachments, the accessories, the webs that they come with, right? All these black webs and the white webs, really, really cool. The designs of the webs, the style of the webs, different style of webs, very, very different. Just an awesome.
You got to get him off the screen before I end up ordering something on a whim.
All right, guys. So, like I said, we're going to stay backstage. We're going to be waiting for whoever wants to come in and watch the Acolyte with us. Rudy, anything coming soon?
What do I got? Oh, really quick. Here we go. From DID, right? Their Lieutenant Hal Moore figure, or Lieutenant Colonel Moore figure. We Were Soldiers, Mel Gibson, if you've ever watched it, another great movie. Awesome figure. And then the one I just got today from Toys Era, finally showing signs of life. The what is it? What's his name?
Joel.
The Mandalorian.
Joel.
No, Joel, but the actor that plays the Mandalorian.
Oh, what's his name? Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. It's an amazing sculpt. So just got him. I'm glad that Toys R Us is finally showing signs of life. So, yeah. And then, let's see. Whenever Shuri ships, she ships.
Oh, but you ordered her already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's on final payment.
Oh, okay. So you're just waiting for that last payment and shipping.
I'm waiting for that last invoice. Yeah. And then I'm done.
Bob says, don't be greedy. Send me. Don't be greedy. Send me one. I got a 2 for the transformation along with that.
That's a good strategy you guys took.
Well, that's what I wanted, but he beat me to it. Unbelievable. Fez is how I make great give. Selfish. Imagine the silver pops of the back. Yeah, absolutely. No, it looks great. It looks so good. It looks very, very good. Let me see. Rudy's a collector. No, don't lie to him. Let's see. This is available. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.